Good afternoon. My name is Jennifer Hudson, and I am a doctoral student in the Educational Leadership Program at Coastal Carolina University. One of my major beliefs centers on the children we serve as educational leaders. I believe that not one child performs or behaves the exact same way as the next child. However, I do believe that every child knows what it means to be in a safe place and to be at peace while learning. Today, I'm sitting in a school library, reflecting on a famous quote by Ignacio Estrada: If a child can't learn the way we teach, maybe we should teach the way they learn. In education, teachers are fortunate to be the closest to children and deal with issues firsthand in the classroom daily. The academic, emotional, social, and behavioral issues that teachers face daily are varied, with increasing numbers of students being referred to mental health services due to behavioral concerns and other classroom problems. Do educators shy away from children who present needs for behavioral services? I say not. Rather, we know every child needs a safe place in which to learn, and that we have the responsibility and moral obligation to meet every child's need. Over the years, I have become very passionate about the mental health of our children. Some students are being labeled or identified due to behaviors they present in classrooms. This is a significant issue because it affects the way students are learning. If the mental health issues are not being addressed, children may encounter various challenges that complicate their lives and interfere with their learning. For an elementary student, this interference with learning has significant consequences as they may not be able to overcome their academic deficits in later years of their schooling. As an educational leader, I believe we can serve children, all children, well. Children are different with different needs, but they are also similar in that they all need the guidance of a champion in their lives. A parent, a teacher, and a school administrator or counselor has great potential to touch the life of a child, and that makes a difference. I want to ensure that teachers, who are the child's closest champion in the school, are properly trained to de escalate situations before they arise. I want teachers to have the resources to help them, such as professional help with mental health counselors. We no longer live in communities where mental health is hidden. We see evidence of mental health issues daily in our schools. Matter of fact, according to the Centers for Disease Control in 2019, mental health disorders among children are described as serious changes in the way children typically learn, behave, or handle their emotions, which cause distress and problems getting through the day. If we are not helping them on the elementary level, these behaviors could persist into adulthood. The time to act and help our children is now, not next year, not in 2 years, but now. My main message everywhere I go is to advocate for mental health counselors and behavior interventionists in every school. Our children are worth it. Let's invest in them by providing these needed resources in schools. Children, families, and teachers will thank legislative bodies who see this need and address it through allocation budgets for public schools. As an assistant principal, I have observed firsthand the need of many teachers and administrators to have assistance in handling children who experience violent outbursts and symptoms of mental illness. Mental illness is like any other illness in that it does not discriminate based on race or ethnicity. Children who come to school, they come to school to learn, and mental health related behaviors cannot be addressed effectively without professional help. Without mental health counselors and behavioral interventionists, teachers are likely to burn out and want to leave the profession. I would like today to be the day that a behavioral interventionist and a mental health counselor is placed at every school in the state of South Carolina. Crying, throwing temper tantrums, fighting, Whining, spitting, urinating, screaming are all behaviors that can be expected of all youngsters. But when these behaviors are presented by students with mental illnesses, teachers need help from professionals. Major disruptions interfere with school success. The trend we see in schools is an increased numbers of children who have been diagnosed with behavioral disorders, especially in earlier grades. As an educator, I take my stance in helping our children feel free and liberated to learn in the classroom. If a child needs to find the safe place, their safe place, or a person to help them feel better, we should have the right people ready to act. We have to use what works best for that child and make sure the children and our children are receiving support, that teachers have other champions who can step in to help children with severe behavior disorders. Let's do this. Let's invest in our schools to help our children. Thank you.